All right, guys. Last I remember we left off, our two very special agents, a special agent and a marshal, were in a carriage heading back to Short Tree Falls with some cargo. What, pray tell, was that cargo?
Well, we have some foodstuffs, general sundries. Let's see.
Dried grapes.
Dried grapes.
Might call them raisins.
Yep, there's definitely some of that. Probably a couple days worth of stubble on our chins. Oh yeah, a few crates of dynamite.
They do not say TNT on the outside though. Plus the plunger and the igniters and the light and run fuses.
Yep, and the cables and yep.
But yeah, Tate did make sure to get some that we could, fuse up, light a fuse, and throw it.
Do we have any tape or twine?
There's always a general store at Short Tree Falls.
I'm sure. Twine, string, whatever. Yeah, that's.
Looks like we got to cut our back hairs and make our own rope.
Yeah.
I get the reference. It's a good movie.
What was the general store's name?
Shop. It was Stevens Shop.
Not Galvestar's.
Yeah, Galvestar is what
Wares.
I said for sure.
You did. You
Gavilar.
Gavilar, you
Gavilar.
Fool.
Saw we.
It's okay. You know who Volano is, but you don't know. Oh, a blowgun. Literally. Very highly sensitive primer that just blowing on it will ignite it.
Yeah.
Birdie. This one's real popular with the family types.
Great at schools. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Birdie secured a horse and carriage.
A mouth-actuated recoilless rifle. Sorry.
Crinkly noise coming.
Cookies.
Sweet tooth.
Oh, real quick, guys, and to the listening audience, we are recording this. I don't know when this will come out, but this week in real life, we released our 50th episode. Bo, bo, bo.
Which means...
Okay, anyway, back to it. Thank you guys for listening, for supporting us on Patreon and in Discord and everything, and sharing it with your friends. Normally I put these at the end of the episode, but, we all love you guys. Right?
Yes, sir.
Cody's just very excited right now.
Birdie thanks you from the bottom of his heart.
Stop pointing at me. Stop pointing at me.
Tate's a bit bashful over there, but I can tell by the look in his eye, he's very pleased and excited that y'all are following us on this journey. So thank you.
Do it. That's really cute. Do it.
I'm good.
Come on, say thanks, guys.
I'm good.
He is the anti-sales.
Please don't buy from me. And then people feel so bad they buy his product. Okay. Let's get back to the recap. You guys are heading back to Short Tree Falls in your carriage. It's just the two of you, right? I don't think you brought anyone else.
Just the two of us.
Correct.
We can make it if we try.
You and I.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now I can't help but look at that curtain rod you're holding and imagining that there's a round in it. And you're just like, yeah.
Kurt Cobain, POV.
Too soon.
So the our two heroes are riding in their carriage. It's a dirt road surrounded, engulfed by trees. Birds sing their songs, squirrels chitter around. A light and mundane breeze blows through the leaves. There's a little bit of clouds overhead, and it smells like nature. Very different from the must and industry of Answorth and the business of Short Tree Falls. The guys get back to Short Tree Falls. What do? Where are they going?
Tate puts away his Sudoku. What's a 3-letter word? Something for breakfast?
It's called a B&B.
It starts with an E, I think, though.
Eggs over easy.
Yeah, it might fit.
And it's got the EOE, which is, it's not a palindrome. What is that again? I forget. Been a while since I was in my school days.
Well, anyways.
I think it's an onomatopoeia, says a pedestrian walking past.
Oh,
Tate.
Thank you kindly.
Tate folds up the little booklet and puts it in his pocket.
All right. Where are they going? What's the plan?
Is it pretty late at night?
Yeah, it's got to be 5, 6 in the evening, if not a little later.
Yeah, it's
Actually, we ate dinner.
if not later. Yeah, I'd say it's like nighttime now. So actually, let me rescind some of what I said earlier. Well, whatever. It works.
We ate dinner there and then came back.
I think you could have called it an earlier dinner too, maybe like a 4 or 5 type of dinner.
It was early
it
like
was.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be
9
late.
o'clock.
late. Probably later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, head up to the rooms for the night. We meet Creedmoor in the morning?
Yeah, I do believe so. We're meeting him, and I believe we're also meeting August Fontaine. Yeah, I believe we're meeting them at the libations.
Fontaine went to the farm.
That's right. We're just meeting Creedmoor at the libations tomorrow morning, I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised if those two knew each other, but I don't think Creedmoor knows Fontaine's here.
Yeah, I don't think they could know each other, but I kind of doubt it. Then again,
Friends is Orson, man.
yeah, Francis Orson. Yeah, pretty certain we said we're going to meet him tomorrow. Man, it's been a long day. Got that foggy brain going. So, how about we tie this up, keep it right outside our windows, keep an ear out.
And probably bring these boxes up with us.
How many boxes are there?
2 crates, plus the food.
And also probably another one too for like the plunger and the caps. So call it 4. You bought a lot of accessories for the stuff.
Yeah, you're right. All right, well, no time like the present.
And I'll take 2, you take 2.
Shit, I'm taking 2 trips, man. Those things ain't light. Birdie's gonna grab a crate and muscle it up to his room.
Yeah, I think we both bring them up to the room.
Guys need help with that? Edgar walks up.
Probably not, Edgar.
I'll help you for $1.
Did your friend stop by?
I got a lot of friends. Which one?
Reginald.
Oh, yeah, he came by telling me something about this and that and whatever. He reeks.
Tell you what, we got a quarter for you if you keep an eye on this wagon all night.
Just the one?
Just the one will be fine.
Good.
Is
All right.
Is the other wagon gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Birdie's gonna hand what's his name?
Edgar.
He's gonna hand Edgar a quarter and say, keep an eye on this till the morning, and there's another one waiting for you.
I can do that.
All right. Holler if anything happens.
Yeah.
Or if a coyote comes up to you.
Oh, yeah, that thing. I need to sit down a second.
Tate looking at Birdie and raising his eyebrows like, whew.
Yeah.
Continues carrying the crates upstairs.
Yeah, he's good at it, that's for sure.
Kind of makes you look like a rookie.
Yeah, in this circumstance, I will wear that rookie badge with pride.
Tate's grabbing one of the boxes that has the light and run fuses, though.
Okay.
And through the first half an hour, whatever, he's going to work on assembling. Stick of dynamite, light and run fuse. Stick of dynamite, light and run fuse.
In his room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Away from any fire.
Right. Yeah. He's assembling these under close candlelight.
under the dripping oil lantern.
Yeah.
Birdie's going to bring up the crates and then call it a night. Because
Okay.
he's exhausted.
How long does Clay do that for? Like how many does he want to make? Let's say you can make one every, 20. You make 2 a minute.
I mean, it would probably be through the box that he has. And then he's also going to work on some of the Molotovs at the same time.
Yeah, because
Not at the same time, but right after.
both characters at this point are exhausted. If you guys don't get a full night's rest, I'm going to start imposing a penalty. And honestly, I probably should have already started doing that, but
Birdie is on his bed, sleeping.
sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tate stays up for about an hour, figuring that he wasn't the one driving the cart back.
Yeah. Well, and there's also the morning, right? Wake up, make some more ancient grenades. Can I have you leave the room for a second, Sadesky? Literally a minute. Birdie Johnson kicks his boots off, takes his coat off, lies down, gets ready for bed. Darkness drifts over him like peace on a lake. There's calmness. And then he awakes. Vague memories of dreams, but distinctly, they're mundane, not visions. He can vaguely remember had to do with home, Texas, the heat, riding a horse with friends. But he wakes up and he feels well rested. I can't always do something super fucked up.
Hey, Birdie is well rested, which means he gets 1.5% or 1.5 times XP bonus for the next 8 hours.
Well, actually, you multiply it by 1.25, and then you add an additional 50. Then you divide that by 14.
Mm-hmm. So he loses experience points.
And then, now can I have you plug your ears?
Tate slipped a note under Birdie's door before he went to sleep that says, "Let me sleep in."
When Clay puts down the last stick of dynamite for the night, he sits down on his bed, maybe pauses for a moment to reflect on the day, the week, and he hears a very gentle knock at the door.
He grabs at his shoulder holster with his 1911, and he's gonna quietly walk up towards the door.
He gets to the door. What's he do? He can see a shadow from under the door. Looks like there's 2 feet standing in front of it.
So he would pull out his pistol, and he's going to have it about an inch away from the inside of the door as he gets ready to shoot through it if he needs to. And he's going to turn the knob and crack it open so he can peek out with an eye. Who is it?
There's no reply.
What do I see?
There's no one there.
He would open the door more, get himself in kind of a better position, and try to look left and right down the hallway and up and down.
He sees a shadow move down the hall, taking a turn down the stairs.
Does it look familiar?
It's indiscernible. Like, he can see movement.
He's gonna go to follow it, but he's gonna pause in front of Birdie's door for a minute and try to listen through it.
Oh, that's some good boots.
He's pistol back holstered. He's gonna grab an overcoat or something from his room and make his way in a little bit of a hurry, following the shadow.
He gets to the stairs. He can hear somebody moving down them.
He's following. Now that he hears somebody on the stairs, though, he's probably following a little bit slower.
He gets to the bottom of the stairs. He hears the front door open.
Tate's going out towards the front door.
He walks out the front door. It's dark, pitch black. The moon casts a gray light on the world. There's trash and debris, the remains of the festival all about. There's a few people still wandering around, drunk, drinking. More than normal. Roll a perception check.
$21 under 67. Success.
He looks around, taking in the night. In the shadows to his left, there's a slight sliver of light cast into the darkness of an alleyway. It illuminates what looks like a face. But very clearly he realizes it must be a mask with purple eyes behind it. And it moves down the alleyway.
Does it appear like the faceless man?
No.
Is it towards our cart?
No.
Tate will continue to pursue a little bit.
Walking down the dark alleyway.
Is there any sort of lantern, torch, something hanging on the side of a building?
No, but he does have a lighter. I remember you kind of argued for like a Zippo type of thing.
I think he bought one last break.
He has one.
If it's dark to the point where he can't really see, he would take out something periodically and light the lighter.
Yeah, there's
a little bit of light.
There's spears of light here and there, mostly faint, coming from lanterns, candles, fireplaces, through the windows around, lighting his Zippo-esque 1910 lighter, he suddenly hears a, "Hey."
From where?
An indent, a corner, shadowed. He sees some boxes and a small bit of orange light from a window adjacent. It illuminates 2 eyes and what seems like a mask. The mask has very little detail to it. A nose, eyebrows. It almost looks like, you know, the tragedy and comedy masks, like the Greek things?
Happy, sad.
Yeah, where it's like there's some detail, but not a lot.
Yeah.
It's similar to that look.
So it's mostly flat.
Yes.
And you said purple eyes?
Purple, violet eyes. Mr. Tate Clay.
It's a weird time to be calling someone out of the room.
I was told you needed help.
You were told I needed help? Who'd I ask for help?
A mutual acquaintance.
Someone pretty good at writing?
Some might say that's debatable.
I might say that's debatable too, but...
What are you planning?
How am I to know to trust you?
If I had wanted you dead, there's many opportunities I could have taken. I think you know that. We wouldn't be here. That's for sure.
What'd you do to save him? Our mutual friend.
That's between him and I.
No, most recently.
What was your question?
What'd he do to save him?
Creedmoor?
Yeah, Tate's trying to, like, the farm.
Oh. What did you do to save him? That's your question?
Yeah. So I guess Tate's trying to figure out if this is the guy that he thinks it should be or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to get him to verify that he assaulted the farm, and then he's going to be like, well, from what direction?
What did I do to save our friend?
A few miles out of town.
Well, a display of marksmanship. How's that for an answer?
Pick a direction.
Leeward.
Is it correct?
Yes. You know what leeward means, right?
No.
It's wind. When it's a
Okay.
sailing term, right?
Okay.
When wind is blowing on the right side of the ship, the left side is leeward.
Okay. And it's correct.
Yes.
Well, maybe I can tell you something then. There's How would Tate say this? I'm having...
Take your time.
Yeah. Because I feel like Tate would be a little blunt. Plan to take down the cult. And whatever the fuck they got going on in there.
I figured as much. What's the plan?
Well, it depends if you're in or not.
it might be safe to say that our goals are similar.
You know, they kind of stuck us into this without knowing our head from our ass, so forgive me if I'm a little blunt. Are you a man? Are you human?
It's a very odd thing to ask. Yes.
I think I need to know a little more than meets the eye if we're planning on working together with this.
I bleed red.
Because we don't quite have A, B, and C put together yet. But the plan's to maybe try something quiet and get loud if we have to.
I'll tell you this. The missing persons and those green gems in your partner's room, they're connected.
Well, it don't take a right brother to figure that one out, my friend. And Tate's not saying it condescending. He's trying to say it friendly.
I can't share much more than that yet. Our mutual friend has a saying, quid pro quo.
What do you want?
Well, what are you planning? If I can help, I will.
Well, I figure I'm gonna stay back a little and see what I can't see from my own display of marksmanship. Maybe a little bit of fire. Maybe a little bit of explosions. Try to disorientate him a little. My fear is what's in the middle.
He huffs, and Clay almost thinks it might have been like a chuckle in a very subdued way. They will not go quiet. And while I appreciate the plan, no, I appreciate your approach. How many are your number? 3, not including our friend.
Few, that's for sure.
We may need more. I'll be there when you are. Trust that.
Did you leave me that note? About the farm?
I won't say no.
If a fellow would think how much time he's got around, did you answer an estimate?
What's he asking? If a fella...
Or to think about how much time he has?
Oh. I will say this. It'll be the last thing before I leave. Their plans have been accelerated. And time is shorter than it would have been. They know someone's after them. And something's coming. They're a very paranoid lot. I have a hard time believing that you, your partner, your new friend, even with my help, will be enough.
What about the man without a face?
Now that's an interesting question.
You know a way I could ask him?
No, I don't. He seems to operate on his own principles.
I know he's a friend.
That's good. Though, I don't know how much help he'll be in physical matters, so to speak.
I suppose. If any luck, we can make up for a numbers difference.
We'll be in touch. The figure turns, ducks into shadow. Clay is shocked at how quiet this man is moving. He knows he's moving. He doesn't hear a thing. And then he's left alone in a dark alleyway.
Tate's heading back up to his room. And he will stop and listen at Birdie's door again.
That's a good girl. I meant that in a horse, like he's talking to a horse. Not that.
I can't wait till he listens to this episode.
You ever play Red Dead Redemption?
Absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about.
There was a thing where the voice actor of Arthur Morgan had to re-record a lot of the like him talking to the horse, because he'd say, "That's a good girl," but the first like handful of takes were too sensual. I think we can call Birdie in. Birdie.
I think we have to be on fortunately.
We want moi du bois. He's never heard that in his life. I just made that up.
Tis true, tis.
Let's go! Dr. Pepper!
Smells like sex in here.
How do you know what sex in house?
Never mind. Never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah, you should probably keep that one contained. It looks miserable outside, by the way.
I couldn't contain it back
shit.
then.
Tis snowing, it is.
And I brought a cigar.
Idiot. Just kidding.
I think it's just rain right now.
I'll smoke it when I have a pancake.
That's snow.
Snow, it's not.
Birdie Johnson wakes up. Goes about his morning routine. Does he write in that journal of his?
Oh, yeah.
Underneath the door is a note.
Birdie will put his holster on, walk over to the door, and pick that note up.
What does it say?
Let me sleep in. Tate.
Granted. Birdie's going to shuffle around a little quieter after reading the note. Yep. He'll go through his morning naturals, right? Get ready for the day. He's going to head downstairs and eat some breakfast and take his time with it.
As he's sitting there eating his breakfast, drinking his coffee, eating his breakfast, it's hash browns, just a little undercooked. They're not crispy, but they're not, super mushy. It's like if they'd been cooked just a little bit longer, they would have been great.
Yeah. Left him in the pan too long.
In walks a familiar sight. A man with a hat, a coat, a mustache, but this time also a soul patch. He looks around, grabs a cup of coffee and a muffin. Birdie's plate is done. He looks up and recognizes the eyes of Fontaine. Fontaine, with his muffin and his cup of coffee, nods back toward the hallway like, let's chat. And that's where we'll end it.
Ah.
Hey, everybody, it's Cody Zenner, your bestie in the whole wide world on this channel, coming at you to talk about the pursuit of happiness and life and liberty and whatnot. But most importantly, our merch store and our Patreon and our Discord. We have all three of those things. We have some cool stuff on Patreon. We're updating some of the Patreon tiers on there. That's kind of a work in progress at the moment, but we do have it, and we have some good content. And there's some good content that'll be put on there right after I post this episode. Speaking of which, big, fat, delicious, juicy thank you to Canned Bread. I know who you are. Glanz Dilzig, Carter Garcia, Paul Davis, Steak, and Totoro's Bang Bus. Totoro's Bang Bus, we know each other. Your name has become a very fun, like, inside joke among all my friends. I want you to know that. All my friends who listen to this show. So anyway, we also have a merch store where you can grab some t-shirts and some long sleeves and some sweaters and some coffee mugs, etc., etc. We also have, guess what? Discord, where people can pop in and say, I wonder what's going on. What are the green jewels? What are the green gems? I want a bag of jewels and whatnot, and go over things. But yeah, with that out of the way, a bit of a shorter episode today. As I'd mentioned, one of the crew members is having a baby pretty soon. Well, the crew member's not having a baby. His wife is having a baby. Important distinction there, right? Anyway, yeah, and that's like, congrats. That's awesome, right? That's super cool. That will be impacting our release schedule. I posted in the Discord and also on the Patreon kind of an update. Like, we're gonna transition to a bi-weekly format for the show for the time being, for a couple of reasons. I mean, the big one, obviously, the person whose wife is having the baby is going to have a lot on his plate, and he does help out. And the other thing too is, like, you know, we've been doing this weekly for almost a year now, a year plus. And there is a lot of work that goes into this show. And honestly, we just need to slow down for kind of our mental health, but also the quality of the show. It takes time to write these, like, what's happening, right? Like, the story is original. If you don't know, like, this is a homebrew thing that I wrote. We meet up every week to record, as you know, as often as we can, which is usually every week. Editing the episodes takes time. The music takes time. I do all of the music for the show. And you probably could tell because of how shitty it is, but because I'm not a musician, but you know, and on top of everything else, right? Like, and sound effects, you know, like on this episode, right? Oh, you hear a light knock on the door. Like, I went and recorded myself knocking the door. I have a little Foley mic and whatnot. Most of this stuff you guys probably already know. But regardless, we're going to tone back a little bit on the release schedule, slow down a little bit for now. And that will hopefully allow us to, I shouldn't say hopefully, it will allow us to have more time to make the show better, and also to potentially make other stuff. I know, like, if I had a little bit more free time, I would have a little bit more free time to work on other stuff. There's some sci-fi projects I really want to work on. I don't know if those will come to, like, the show. I don't know if I'll do something with, like, audio with those projects. I know also, like, I want to interact more with fans. I want to interact more with other people in kind of the sphere. I just recorded an episode of Handlers Only with some really cool people. If you don't know what Handlers Only is, it's a podcast similar to this one where all of the players are GMs of their own show, right? So I GM this show. I was on it. Max from 9mm Retirement was on there. Tom from Stories and Lies was on there, and a couple of other people. I think the folks from Pretending to Be People have been on there too. Sorry, honey, I have to take this, right? All that stuff, you know, and it was a ton of fun. I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous, right? Cause it's like, I'm a chronic sufferer of imposter syndrome, and it's like, oh, these are like the big guys. I do have to remind myself, like, well, I've been doing this for a while, but it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. I had to make my character super last minute. I chit-chatted with the guy GMing it. His name's David. Really nice guy. Very cool. And then just like months went by, months and months and months went by. And I kind of figured like someone would reach out to me about like a character or something. I had no, I deliberately didn't listen to the show, to the Handlers Only show. Cause I'm like, I don't want spoilers. I want to go into it blind. You know, I guess I was assuming that's what I should do. And then, like a few nights before I was like, oh shit, that's coming up. And I reached out to him. I was like, hey, do you have like a pre-written character for me? Do you have something you need me to like play or want me to play? And he's like, oh, play like this kind of character. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I spend the night kind of working on a character. And I like to put, when I'm playing especially, I like to put a lot of, the same amount of time I put into writing shit like the show, I put into a character, right? So I wrote like his backstory, his family, his all this stuff, right? And got into his character and like did some voices. And then like the next day, the other guys in the chat were like, what? But we already have 3 characters exactly like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, changing that. And like literally that morning that we recorded, I had to make a whole new character, but with a new voice in it. But honestly, I think it worked out like super well, super duper well. It was a ton of fun recording with all those guys. Chris from Chaos Engine also, I think he might have been on that before, but him and I did an interview a while ago. And if you want to go check that out, go check out Chris's podcast, the Chaos Engine podcast. I've done an interview with him a couple of times, as well as Tom from Stories and Lines. But anyway, I think that's all I have. You guys know, check out the Patreon, check out the merch. Some of the things we're going to be just workshopping kind of the Patreon stuff. Cause like, you know, I have a job and I have family and I have other stuff that I do. So does Sadesky and so does Dubois. And so there's some of the things that we put on the for like the monthly, event. It's like, honestly, it's been really challenging to either A, have the time for it, or B, have the energy. God forbid, you know, one day we have the time to do that, and then we're all just like exhausted and drained and pooped. From like, you know, nobody wants that either. So I think we want to do something like that, though. I think maybe it's just scheduling it out further and actually scheduling it too. So we'll probably do that at a quarterly pace. What else? And I really want to do another show. And I know it's like, we've talked about doing the Dungeons and Dragons Universal Origins thing, and Sadesky has just been absolutely slammed busy with home stuff. And that's kind of his project. So, you know, that's on the back burner a little bit, but I honestly, I think there's a couple of things like, that we could still do. That's maybe not at the frequency, not even close to the frequency of like a bi-weekly release schedule we do for this, but maybe like a monthly show. That's the plan, right? I mean, I think we could. It's just a matter of sitting down to do it. Maybe getting in an extra cast member too for that thing. I know the 2-man dynamic is kind of unique and good, and I really like it. It lends itself to interesting character scenes that you maybe wouldn't see on a show that has more people. That's not at all a bad thing or a good thing. It's just different, you know? Anyway, I'm kind of rambling at this point. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since I've talked to you guys, and there's a lot going on in life. And, you know, I'll encourage you guys to pursue happiness. You know, I know people who get really like, they get caught in a tar pit, in a sand trap of just being a downer, right? For whatever reason, something really bad happened, or a number of things really bad happened, and they just get stuck in a particular way of looking at things, and just, you know, want to be happy. Just like if you're not doing well, just like sit and think, and obviously this is not like a catch-all, right? Everybody's circumstances are super different, and you have to evaluate that for yourself. But it's also important, I think, to want to be happy. Some people just kind of get super comfortable feeling like shit all the time, and it's like, well, that's not very good. You know, that's not very good. You know. So anyway, I'll quit rambling and shit. I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow, so wish me luck on that. And all of you guys have a wonderful, beautiful week. We're we're at a bi-weekly schedule now. So I gotta rant longer with you. I gotta make up for the missing week. Gee, I mean, a lot's happening. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not just kidding. Who knows? It's beautiful out now, as you all know. So enjoy your time, and we will be in touch. There's a lot of big stuff coming in the show, so stick around. And don't forget to shout it out to some buds. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.